Something else that I saw was interesting. It's like a new death battle that's out, bro. Frieza versus Megatron.
What?
I don't know what made them put these two together, but I'm here for it. You know, this might be kind of tough.
This episode of Death Battle sponsored by NordVPN and BetterHelp.
You said this ain't even close? Yeah, Frieza obviously has it. Obviously.
Frieza, the Dread Emperor from Dragon Ball.
They're gonna come up with some
Megatron,
nonsense.
the Decepticon commander from Transformers.
When these two dictators collide, the cosmos will tremble.
Can Megatron even take a hit from Frieza? I don't think so, bro.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
If you ask me, Frieza's floating him in the air and blowing him to smithereens just like he did Krillin.
Of outer space lies a monster so cruel, so callous, so evil that the universe itself trembles at his approach. Behold, the mighty Lord Frieza.
Oh, he's adorable with the horns and that floppy tail and the
Yeah, when he said mighty, all I could imagine was
Genocide?
Trunks cutting him down.
Whoa, awesome. And he's laughing. Cool.
Frieza's diminutive stature and
said it's go-
gentility
Oh, man.
were intentionally deceptive.
All right, hold on. Let's take a poll real quick. Rifter says that he thinks it's going to be rigged. Please do allow me to know how you all are feeling.
And rooted in a surprising place. In response to the Japanese economic bubble at the time, Frieza's design was meant to evoke real estate speculators. Series mangaka Akira Toriyama has described such speculators as the worst sort of people.
Wow.
Yes, really.
I guess you could say Frieza is more than meets the eye. Oh, wait, shit, that's later.
Much is unknown about Frieza's alien race and heritage, only that he and his father were born as mutants with abnormally high power levels.
Oh, like how the doc said my blood alcohol level was 0.8 straight out the womb. Frieza was so crazy strong that unlike
That is
most
crazy.
Dragon Ball characters who transform to get stronger, Frieza transforms to get weaker. So he doesn't like accidentally nuke a planet, only intentionally.
With his father's
Oh, yeah,
empire
he-
and army
he
at his
does.
beck and call, Frieza would cross the universe, conquering worlds one by one. And
Can we talk about how corny Frieza is for a second? Like, really think about it. You transform to make yourself weaker just so you can fight people in a weaker state. And when they're barely alive, you can say, actually, it's not my final form. I wasn't even trying. Like, bro, you are so evil. You know how evil you have to be to do that?
selling them to the highest bidder, just like real estate speculators.
What is
And
Brody
if anyone
on?
objected, he'd just kill them, their entire family, and everyone they ever knew. Just like real estate speculators. While he usually lets his weird, multicolored alien grunts do his dirty work for him, Frieza's not afraid to throw down himself, especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting too uppity for their own good.
Monkey is crazy.
Frieza's strength comes from his innate understanding and manipulation of his own ki, or
Man,
life energy, which
they
he
are
can use to
monkeys, though.
enhance his physicality or manifest into projectile attacks.
Like his classic Death Beam, Death Bowl, Death Wave, Death Cannon, Death Saucers. Yeah, I'm sensing a theme here.
Frieza can move mountains with his mind, fire laser beams from his eyes, create ki force fields, and he even learned to sense the ki of others through sheer observation alone. He's fast enough to keep up with Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki he absorbed for his spirit bomb against Kid Buu, could move across the universe in less than a minute.
I can't give
That would
Frieza
be
props,
over
bro.
17 quadrillion times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then.
That
You know
is
you're
kind of
a
crazy.
badass when you can stroll into Planet Vegeta, a planet filled with people whose only higher aspirations involve murder and hair gel, and talk shit like you own the place. And he got so paranoid about one of them getting strong enough to kick his ass that he blew up the friggin' planet.
Considering
They do
Planet
be
Vegeta
switching
has 10
hairstyles
times the
so
gravity
hard.
of Earth, this would mean it likely has 10 times the mass and 100 times the energy required to overcome its gravitational binding energy and destroy it. That's over 5.3 Yoda tons of TNT.
And that was in his weakest
Megatron is
form.
cooked.
Too bad he kinda missed a spot. Or several, because a bunch of Saiyans survived to fight another day. Space genocide just ain't what it used to be.
This would come back to bite him when he was finally forced to confront the earthbound Saiyan Kakarot, and accidentally ended up being the reason he turned into the legendary Super Saiyan.
Like the albino
That
dildo
transformation,
he is,
bro.
Frieza has survived being pounded by Broly for over an hour straight.
Pause! I think I pounded by Broly over an hour straight is kind of insane.
Crushed by
It's
Goku's
kinda
spirit
insane.
bomb, and then split in half consumed by an exploding planet and left afloat in the vacuum of space.
He can survive without the vast majority of his body, though unlike other Dragon Ball villains, he can't heal on his own.
It didn't help him that much after he got his ass sent to hell, but because of that dragon in his balls, he was back at it again.
And with just 4 months worth of training, the first time he'd ever trained in his entire life, Frieza was able to achieve a new transformation capable of surpassing the Super Saiyan. Golden
That's actually terrifying.
Frieza.
That's a level of laziness I aspire to, Wiz.
That is
DeviantArt
horrifying.
Frieza here lets him keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta.
A significantly weaker Super Saiyan God Goku could blow up the whole of Universe 7 in a punch clash with the God of Destruction, Beerus.
Oh
And
my
the shockwaves
gosh.
of their punches were able to reach the edges of existence in only a few seconds.
4
Over
months stronger than
270
the Super Saiyan
quadrillion
God?
times the
Like,
speed of light. And that is before so many years of power-ups and training between then and now.
Totally crazy, but nothing compared to his newest and greatest form.
A transformation capable of surpassing Goku's Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's
Really?
Ultra Ego. Their peaks at this point.
Oh, this
a
manga.
transformation even stronger than Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the universe.
they spoiling the heck out of me
Literally
right now,
said
but
F you
okay.
to the Dragon Balls. This is Black Frieza.
The all-seeing Oracle Fish had prophesied the coming of the universe's strongest, and perhaps he was talking about Frieza all along.
Come on, give us another prediction. Oh,
Peter,
Wiz,
get
I
him!
think you're gonna die. No, for some godforsaken reason, he didn't use his newfound power to kill those pesky Saiyans. They were right there, you moron.
In fact, he once
The memes
committed
of
the
Frieza with
Archvillain's
waves is gonna be
greatest sin
crazy.
and
They-
teamed up with
they
them
already
to save
were.
their universe and beat Jiren, a being comparable to the gods of destruction.
Because no one's allowed to destroy the universe but him.
And that's a promise.
Why does he get to
means
train for
keep.
4 months and get all this power though? The privilege is it's insanity. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're naturally 4 months, and he just gets to sit on his tail all day and blow up planets and still be stronger than 99% of Krillin. Still couldn't fold him, even if he didn't get his new forms. Half the Z fighters couldn't. Half of them. Like
This almighty emperor will continue to rule the universe with an iron grip and a heart of ice.
I would expect nothing less from that.
Sponsored by NordVPN.
It's no secret that Wi-Fi network.
Hey, shout out to NordVPN. You know they got to get their
Or
bag.
you live even longer and become an 80s toy commercial. This is Megatron.
Some people born lucky,
In
I guess.
Cybertron's ancient past, the planet was ruled by the Functionist religious order, which decreed a Transformer's natural-born alternate mode determined their role and status in society rather than letting them choose for themselves. Born into this repressive caste system, Megatron of Tarn dreamed of something more.
So this giant Hasbro toy robot, only $5.99 at your nearest Rite Aid, wrote a manifesto on peaceful dissent that got popular with the oppressed Cybertronian working class.
I
So
never
much
seen this
so, in fact,
Megatron.
that the Senate tried to have him assassinated. Whoa, politics alert!
After surviving
Yeah.
that brush with death, Megatron was convinced that peace could never be an option. The only path left to overthrow the crippling social order was violent revolution.
So were the Autobots originally the bad guys here? Optimus Prime? More like Optimus Crime. Never say that Megatron wasn't committed. The civil war he started between the two groups lasted 9
What a
million
joke.
fucking years. And again, remember, toy robots.
He was aided in his war efforts by his immensely powerful fusion
You said
cannon.
Megatron is
a
cooking?
giant
He's about to get short-circuited, bro. Like, I'm not worried.
laser bazooka that can hit targets from 12 miles away and level a small town in a single shot. These projectiles are so fast, they're able to exit the atmosphere from ground level after only a single second. By scaling the
Oh.
distance of the Earth using the angle of this shot, the fusion cannon's projectile must be moving over 4,200 times the speed of sound.
But like me, the fusion cannon needs a little time to recharge between shots. So Megatron's got some tools to keep the job going. He can close the distance with his Energon mace and block blows with his Energon shield. It helps that Megs literally fought as a gladiator before his stunt as a revolutionary.
Megatron can fire lasers from his eyes and arms, launch buzzsaws strong enough to slice through solid rock,
Megatron
fly
literally
through
looks
the
like
air, and
Legos,
open
bro.
up a force field known as a panic bubble.
Now, it might seem like a huge flaw that it lets enemy combatants inside, but that's only until you realize it won't let them back out again. That's when the panic part comes in. Megatron's not trapped in there with you. You're trapped in there with him.
Megatron's
that's
Cybertronian
low-key
body is
hard.
strong enough to match the Autobot leader Optimus Prime, who can toss around oil tankers weighing hundreds of thousands of tons. And
To be straight up, I would love to see a fight, maybe in the original cartoons, where he uses that bubble, traps them in, and then he just, you know, fights them. I feel like that would be interesting to watch.
Megatron's metallic hide was tough enough to survive an explosion so massive, it launched the entire planet of Cybertron through space.
By taking a look at Cybertron's mass and how fast it was sent flying to get its overall kinetic energy, Megatron must have survived a blast equal to nearly 4.5 ninatons of TNT, enough to annihilate a small star. He can even keep up with Decepticons like Starscream, who can fly across the galaxy from Earth to Cybertron at hundreds of thousands of times the speed of light.
And
Starscream
he wouldn't
used
be
to
a
piss me off
transformer without
in the
being able
movies.
to transform into various vehicles. A tank, a stealth bomber jet,
And a gun! Just a gun. Walter B-38, in fact. I'm sorry, Wiz. I know he's this tragic revolutionary corrupted by the cycle of violence or whatever, but that is the funniest shit I have ever seen.
What's
What,
y'all's
does he have,
favorite
like, his
Transformers
Decepticon
movie?
buddies point him at people
I think mine is
fire?
2.
Sometimes. He can fire himself too.
Oh my god.
Revenge of the Fallen was hard.
That looks even sillier.
You may be laughing, but Megatron is no joke. By utilizing space bridge teleportation technology, Megatron can establish a remote link up to a nearby black hole and teleport the antimatter it produces to his location.
Through his eyeballs.
Should matter and antimatter meet, they will be mutually annihilated in a brilliant release of energy defined by E = mc squared. It doesn't matter how durable the matter is, it will be destroyed at the subatomic level.
As Megatron's
I
war
zoned
for
out.
control of Cybertron dragged on, all of his highfalutin ideals started to fall to the wayside.
In essence, there used to be a point to the war. Now, war was
One is
the
your favorite
point.
one?
His only goal left was to rule Cybertron
respect
with
it.
a literal iron fist.
That was
That's
a good
where
movie.
Megatron's greatest weapon came into play.
Oh, the
His
new one,
mind.
too.
The dude is a strategic and tactical genius who's always thinking 10 steps ahead.
He's fought powerful Transformers like Grimlock, Predaking, and the Decepticon, a being with the power of an entire evil universe behind it.
When was
He
all
and
this
Optimus have
canon?
even fought Nova Prime and Regenesis Shockwave, both of whom could utilize the energy of that same universe.
Megatron
Maybe
once
I should have
sealed
been watching
himself inside
Transformers
an
cartoons.
Omni-Globe and commanded 1,000 real-life battles at once, funneling every iota of relevant information into his brain at the same time.
I only
The
seen them,
sheer
like, the
deluge
ones
of
in the
data would be
2000s.
incomprehensible for anyone without that supercomputer brain.
But all that robot ass kicking ended up as a draw, and the only true loser was Cybertron.
With the planet in ruins and its civilization extinguished, the Cybertronian Golden Age was long over.
The comics get wacky, you said? I can believe it, honest. Just looking at all this, I can really believe it.
And the vanguard of its destruction was Megatron.
Who's now a crusty Saturday morning cartoon villain with a voice that sounds like he smokes 40 packs a day and a hate boner for his boneheaded second in command, Starscream.
After countless millennia of a humiliating stalemate with his Boy Scout rival, Megatron's brilliant mind finally turned inward. He remembered that his early writings advocated for peaceful conversion and free thought instead of domination.
It took you 9 million years to remember why you started fighting in the first place? Would that memory get lost in the cloud?
In what was possibly his most surprising tactical move yet, Megatron saved the universe from annihilation as an Autobot.
What?
He realized that after millions of
What?
years of indefinite war, the ideals that he fought for,
Oh, comics
freedom,
is wacky
justice,
for
equality,
real.
had switched sides, and Megatron had to as
Nah,
well.
bro.
Turns out there was more to this supervillain than met the eye, because true to his nature, Megatron transformed.
Well, that should be
This
interesting.
episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
Anyway,
Bethel,
back,
talking about
you know,
Martin
shout out to
Pharaoh,
BetterHelp.
Ranger.
You know, thank you so much for the sponsor to them, bro. You know,
data through all possibilities.
It's time
They deserve
for a
it.
Death Battle!
Death Battle! Look at him. Is that a monkey that I see?
Greetings,
Oh my
noble
gosh.
warrior of planet Cyber whatever. I, Lord Frieza, claim this world as my own. Cheer for me or
Bro, they should have let me voice act them. Cheer for me or die, monkey.
I have fought
I
for
would've
my
ate.
planet for eons. I would rather see it turn to ash than reside in your
Shut up,
filthy
monkey.
hands, organic scum.
I love it when they monologue back.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh shoot. Okay, that's that that oh shoot, that's his. Go ahead and transform.
Pity. I'll have to construct a new mothership from your corpse.
Yeah. What was that? The panic bubble they talked about?
What's wrong? Is that clunky robot body too slow to keep up?
My wit should more than suffice, you blithering ponce.
Oh shoot, yeah, now it's the bubble. He got out the bubble? Whoa. Was that Death Beam? One of his favorite moves. You gotta tee up. Come on now, bro. This man is just AI, bro. Cook him. Oh. Oh, dang. Oh, he done destroyed his whole little habitat. Okay. So what now?
Where did he go? Huh?
Ooh. Yikes. You just gone. Oh, yeah, Golden Frieza. Okay, get in your bag, bro. We still haven't even seen the black version yet. That's completely new to me. Like, I haven't looked at the manga at all. I wasn't even aware that he also has that on top of this. Oh, shoot. Is he even gonna have to do it? Dang. Imagine. Yo, what is he cooking? Put some force on it. Oh. Yeah. I love being right. I love being right. I should have bet on it. Obviously, Frieza will win, bro.
Well, doesn't this just always happen? I give it 5 minutes.
My planet!
I was scared at first. I was about to say this is where villains always go wrong. Getting cocky.
The mighty Lord Frieza, ruler of a dying planet. My planet. Where is your army? Where is your ship? So powerful, and yet you will wander the depths of space for eternity.
Damn.
All because of me! What a fool.
You despicable cretinous fool! I'll torture you until your screams can be heard in the vacuum of space!
Despicable, credulous monkey.
Die a fool's death.
All right, tee up, bro. It's the first time I'm seeing this form. Show me something. Did you just die? Did you just die? I'm saying.
You will die by my hand!
Wowzers. Oh, nah! 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 Nah!
Cybertronians must kill them all.
Oh! He got it!
Wrong again, Frieza. It was actually 1 minute and 10 seconds. Idiot.
Megatron's
Let's go.
resilience may have netted
I
him a
told
win in
y'all.
some scenarios,
I'm already
but
knowing.
Frieza's overwhelming power gave him a clear edge.
Megatron's ace in the hole was his antimatter, which would have annihilated Frieza's ass no matter how tough it was.
And that was a real possibility. Megatron is a master tactician and manipulator with millions of years of combat experience. Frieza, on the other hand, has always relied on his raw power and intimidation to win fights.
When
That is
things
true.
don't go his way, he has
don't
a
even train.
tendency to freak out.
However, Frieza has survived getting most of his body obliterated and kept going.
That is a nasty sight when you think about it. Like just a floating body.
Frieza has survived
how?
getting most of his
How do you live like that? How is he alive? He just got half his body blown off. Point, bro.
body obliterated and kept going.
Which meant the antimatter wasn't a surefire win. It would have to completely cover Frieza's whole body before he could react, and Frieza was way too fast for that.
While Megatron scaled to characters who could cross galaxies, Frieza has kept up with Goku, who should be at least trillions of times faster.
Add on his smaller size and key force fields, Frieza had more than enough ways to avoid, defend, or survive the antimatter.
So Megatron's only
that's
option
rough, bro.
was power. While Megatron has survived planet-busting explosions and even fought with a being that had the energy of a universe behind it, Golden Frieza would—
Hey, thank you so much for the resubscription. Sinji, much love, bro. Side note, it's so dope that Death Battle is still going. Like, I literally been watching this since I was a child, bro, and they still going. Like, this is great.
was just too much for him, considering he certainly surpassed Goku in Beerus' Punch Clash. Since Universe 7 as a whole should be over 13 times larger than our own universe, Frieza's super forms would far exceed Megatron's own power.
And that feat happened at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Goku has gotten leagues stronger since then, and Black Frieza is currently beyond him. There was just no way Megatron was strong enough to keep up.
Megatron was a devious
Goku's
foe,
gonna-
but Frieza's power, speed,
has
and
plot
sheer
armor.
survivability allowed him to crush the Decepticon leader underfoot.
I guess you could say Megatron was cool, but Frieza was cooler.
The winner is Frieza.
Now that's what you call a bad
watching,
joke.
and hey,
That's
you
what you call a bad joke. Frieza is cooler? Okay, bro. Okay. Hey, y'all love me for a slip up. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Appreciate y'all. Much love. I'm gonna catch you on the next time, bro. Peace.
Classic.